Greetings friends, my name is Pavor Stelmach and now we'll unveil the top news of these days. The 20th meeting of the Contact Group of Defense of Ukraine was held at the US Air Force Base Ramstein. As reported by the Foreign Ministry of Ukraine, the priorities at this meeting for Ukraine are the provision of air defense systems and missiles for them, long-range missiles, artillery shells, especially 155mm, modern systems of electronic warfare and electronic signals interference. Armored vehicles are a constant point of discussion.
Now, Ukraine's troops face harsh conditions and hard fighting, and Ukraine's civilians endure a constant barrage of Russian missiles and Iranian drones. But Ukraine won't back down, and neither will the United States. So our message today is clear. The United States will not let Ukraine fail. This coalition will not let Ukraine fail, and the free world will not let Ukraine fail.
At today's meeting of the Contact Group on Defense of Ukraine, German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius has announced a new military aid package worth about 500 million euros, which is aimed specifically at the meeting of Ukrainian needs in artillery ammunition. The package includes 180,000 artillery shells, which are part of the Czech munitions initiative. Deliveries are planned to begin already this summer, that is, in about 2 to 3 months. In addition, another 100,000 155mm artillery shells were ordered in Germany, which are also scheduled for delivery this year. To provide short-term assistance, 10,000 artillery shells from Bundeswehr warehouses will also be delivered to Ukraine. Minister Pistorius said that the supply will start almost immediately. Thus, it can be stated that this year Germany will supply Ukraine with more than 350,000 shells of 122 and 155mm caliber. This is significantly more than the 40,000 shells delivered last year. The president of Moldova, Maia Sandu, wants to hold a referendum on EU membership in October. Bloomberg reports. Sandu said that she has asked the Moldovan parliament to start the procedure of the constitutional plebiscite, which is scheduled for the same day as the presidential elections.
For the majority of Moldovan citizens, the EU is a project of peace and prosperity, while Russia is constantly trying to destabilize the situation in Moldova. We expect that attacks and provocations from Russia will continue, but I urge citizens not to be intimidated and support the pro-European referendum, as the EU is the only option that can ensure peace. Maia Sandu, president of Moldova, at the press conference.
According to Sandu, the referendum will not allow the pro-European movement of Moldova to stop or reverse after the change of power. This should be confirmed and written in the constitution, so that no matter who is in power, the people's vote for this direction of development is binding for the political class, said Sandu. Now it is clear why Moscow is currently shaking up the situation in Transnistria and Gagauzia so much. However, I will remind you that the Euro-Atlantic course is also approved in the Ukrainian constitution, so the Kremlin will do everything possible to keep the country in its sphere of influence. He can even start a war in Moldova. The only difference and happiness for Moldova is that they do not have a common border with Russia, and therefore any military action will be short-lived. But on the other hand, it once again shows how important the Ukrainian resistance is now. After all, in the case of the capture of Odessa, God's sake, and the northern Black Sea region, the war could take place even closer to NATO borders. The situation at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant remains very unstable. International Atomic Energy Agency Director General Rafael Grossi warned. He accused Russia, which controls the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, of violating in whole or in part 6 of 7 nuclear and security protocols of the organization. President of the Ukrainian Energoatom, Petro Kotin, notes that Ukrainian specialists who have not signed agreements with Rosatom have not had access to the Zaporizhzhia NPP since February. Moreover, Russian personnel cannot provide high-quality service to the station's systems since the nuclear units were modernized before the start of the war and differ significantly from projects in the Russian Federation. They recruited personnel from nearby cities and towns who don't even understand what a nuclear power plant is. They saw it from afar, says Kotin. Experts point out that most nuclear power plant systems simply degrade without proper maintenance by qualified personnel, and even in cold shutdown mode, the plant poses a threat. Considering the risks of further operation of the Zaporizhzhia NPP, the International Atomic Energy Agency Board of Governors in early March adopted a resolution on the urgent return of the power plant to the full control of Ukraine. At the same time, the Ukrainian Minister of Energy Herman Houshenko, in an interview with Ukrinform agency, said that the most important issue now is nuclear fuel and what to do with it. Now it is located in the active zones of all 6 reactors and must be somehow taken away. How to do it? What stuff will do this? And the most difficult question, where will this spent nuclear fuel be stored? That is, there are many problematic issues, but the station with nuclear fuel is very serious, and there will be more and more such questions over time. Is it possible that somehow we will force the Kremlin to comply with the instructions of the International Atomic Energy Agency? That concludes our today's video for now. Thank you for watching. Stay updated, comment, like and subscribe to our UATV English channel for more news from Ukraine. Your support is it really matters. Goodbye.